Hey, Mrparka here to review one from Raro Films. I got this quite a bit ago. It's by Ruggero Deodato, infamous director of Cannibal Holocaust, House on the Edge, House on the Edge of the Park. Another one, Live Like a Cop, Die Like a Man. A slew of genre flicks and all sorts of different Italian flicks. He's probably one of the greatest Italian horror directors or directors of all time that I'm familiar with. Anyways, this one is called Waves of Lust. This is kind of like your typical, not typical, but it's like your thriller. It's definitely not typical. But I don't want to call it a giallo. A lot of horror, thriller, Italian thrillers are called giallos. This is definitely not a giallo. It's definitely just kind of your typical thriller from America, but it's different, of course. We have this young couple who becomes intertwined with this John Steiner, who's this rich guy who owns a yacht, who mistreats his girlfriend really horrible, and they somehow kind of intertwine with him to end up on this yacht trip. What happens there is there's definitely some ulterior motives, seemingly, and John Steiner in this is great. He plays a creep in Teen Improv, if you guys have seen it, by Dario Argento, and he plays a creep in this one. Definitely a different type of creep, but still nonetheless a creep, and he does a fantastic job. Cliver is also in this, doing a great job. He's a little different. I'm typical seeing him in kind of like Zombie and The Beyond and horror films, and it was nice to see him get to do some other things here. He's really a great character and really hilarious. And John Steiner will be smoking or drinking, and Cliver will just calmly walk up nonchalantly. Barely knows the guy at this point. Will take the cigarette out of his mouth, start smoking his drink, and I thought that was really hilarious because John Steiner's guys is like a nutball. The two females in here, one was a really famous Italian actress. I only have seen her in Blood for Dracula, and one was from Cannibal Apocalypse, and those are pretty much our four actors and actresses, two actors in this film. There's not many more. But basically, you know that John Steiner's a horrible, horrible person. He's rich, he owns a factory, he treats people like crap, he treats his girlfriend like crap, and he's dangerous. There's a lot of kind of weird things going on here. They're scuba diving and stuff, and people's scuba gear will mess up and things like that. There's an immense amount of nudity and sex and sexual innuendo and actually sex jokes that are really funny, kind of a little under the radar. At the point, she's kind of trying to seduce John Steiner, the girl, Cliver's girlfriend, and she's eating caviar. She spoon feeds him caviar, and says, "You can have anything you want." And then takes a bite of it. He's like, "Can I have more?" She says, "Can I have anything you want?" And then she's about to give him another spoonful, and Cliver comes in and takes a spoon and eats it. And I thought that was really hilarious.
Don't you ever get cold from the waist down? I'm afraid I thought this pullover would be long enough.
Depends on what you want to keep warm.
She knew you were watching. I'll bet anything.
The trip's hardly begun, but the bickering has started. Barbara, I'd better tell you something. I loathe hearing women quarreling.
May I? You're welcome, dear. I'm just mad about caviar. And many other things, too.
May I have another go at it?
Obviously, it's all yours if you're hungry enough.
You mind? They say that caviar is another aphrodisiac.
And yet an aphrodisiac is the one thing that none of us happens to need.
So much for that. And now that you're bloated with aphrodisiac, go and drop the anchors. We should be over a shallow bottom.
Aye, aye, sir. Commander.
Just kind of, cock blocking, I guess, in a way. But, yeah, the situation's really, really different. Giorgio, that's John Steiner, wants to be in control of everything, and he keeps saying that he's going to give his girl up for the other girl just to sleep with her, and the locations are gorgeous, of course. It's on a yacht in the middle, and there's islands and scuba diving stuff. And the picture quality on this is, I guess it's going to be the best it's going to look. I know Raro doesn't usually release stuff that is not like prestige. I know they release the best available, and it looks better than the old footage they're showing on it, but it still looks good, but it doesn't look amazing, I would say. But the DVD comes with a lot of special features here. It's got like 20 minutes of Ruggero Deodato's commercials that he shot, a 18-minute documentary featuring Lamberto Bava, who I believe wrote and produced, Ruggero Deodato, who directed, of course, and Ruggero Deodato's son, who talks about his relationship with Ruggero Deodato and his mother, who stars in the film, and how he was in the film for a second, and things like that. It's Al Cliver as well. It's really interesting and some nice insight. It also comes with a nice, really cool-looking booklet. And all in all, I'd say it's a nice little thriller with a lot of nudity, really sexual, actually like good sexual, and not just like sloppy and nasty. A little bit sleazy, but you know, a little classy, I guess, at the same time, in a disgusting sort of way. I enjoyed it. I'd recommend it, especially not necessarily too many twists in this movie, but you kind of get the idea, and it unfolds nice, and I enjoy it. And some of the reoccurring gags about Al Cliver always standing on his head, saying the world's pretty much the same, just upside down. You know, funny little clever things like that. Good dialogue and good, well acted, because the 4 actors pretty much carry the whole film, because it's only in really one location, a la Reservoir Dogs. So it's really up to the actor and the actresses to carry the movie, and they do a fantastic job. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good one.
Listen, tell me, why did you agree to spend the weekend with us?
Because Barbara and I felt sorry for you.
Sorry for me? What for? You must be crazy.
I guess we are. Our mistake. I guess you're happy the way things are.
I don't have much alternative.
You could be a rebel, destroy the world, or at least turn it upside down, like this.
Even I could manage that way. But I'm perfectly happy as it is.
What the devil do those fools think they're doing, anyhow?
Here I'm showing Sylvia how to turn the world upside down.
Stupid idiots. Don't they know they must do everything my way?
But even if you're the boss, you wouldn't want to prevent the slaves having a little fun every now and then, would you?
Yes, but only when I permit them to.
Here. Don't mention it. He's begun drinking early this morning. I guess fear makes him thirsty.
Hey, look out!
Well, perhaps he'll drink a bit less, and that's better for all of us.
Get a move on. Go and get me another bottle. Hurry.
Sure, of course. After all, the only pleasure I get out of life is a smile on your face.